Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So the LA Clippers are going to be signing DeMarcus Cousins to a 10-day contract, which obviously, if he plays well enough, could turn into a full-on contract for the rest of the NBA season. Now, if you ask me, though, I saw this and I was taking a look at the Clippers roster, and while DeMarcus Cousins, I still think has potential to be at least a decent piece for an NBA team. I wasn't quite sure how the fit was going to work with the LA Clippers. So for today's video, guys, we're going to take a look at Boogie on the Clippers, try to figure out the rotation and kind of see how exactly he fits in with this team and if a long-term signing does make sense. So right now, their two centers is Serge Ibaka, and Ivica Zubac. I was thinking of Zubac's name as I was saying Serge Ibaka's name. And Serge Ibaka is who came up, man. So that's going to be my new NBA 2K22 My Career Player, I think, or something like that. But regardless, both these guys are solid players. I mean, Serge is averaging around about 11 points, 7 rebounds, about 2 assists per game, while shooting about 50% field goal percentage, 36% from 3. Serge Ibaka type of numbers, just more in a limited role. And Zubac is at about, it looks like 9 points, 8 rebounds per game. Obviously not a go-to scorer, but does a good job as a big body in the paint, right, man? So to the point where if Boogie's on this team, do you really bench Zubac or Serge Ibaka, whatever you want to call him, man? That's what we're going to try to figure out for this video. If you guys don't mind dropping a like, and of course, subscribing if you're new to the channel. So, yeah, this is the roster as of right now, and I'm taking a look at things here, and I guess the only thing I could really think of possibly doing in this case is maybe putting Serge Ibaka or even Boogie Cousins at the power forward position. I mean, DeMarcus 6'10", but obviously he's a bit slower due to injury. He's never really been the quickest player in the NBA. Serge has played the power forward position in the past. It's definitely not optimal anymore for him, but it's definitely, I think a consideration. If you do that, then at that point, you're probably looking at putting Marcus Morris or Nicholas Batum as a small forward and the other guy backs up. It's just kind of sloppy, man, but I guess it's definitely well worth looking out for. Now, the idea behind getting Boogie right here is that, the Lakers just got Andre Drummond. I mean, they got Andre Drummond. They got last year's Clippers, six-man Montrezl Harrell. So it's definitely a move to maybe try to combat that a little bit. JaVale McGee went to the Nuggets. Obviously, you have all the new talent on the Brooklyn Nets. So that's the wave, is getting one of these former star players and trying to get them on your team to be a contributor come playoff time here. So yeah, I also want to take a look at Boogie's latest numbers in the NBA. Obviously he's not played since, has it been about 2 years now, man? 2018, 2019 on the Golden State Warriors, where he averaged 16 points, 8 rebounds per game. Has he not been on an NBA team since then? Let me actually confirm that, guys. On my end right here, real quick, I have Basketball Reference pulled up here. And, yeah, the last time he has played was, okay, no, he played in the 2020-2021 season, about 25 games for the Houston Rockets. Yeah, that was this season, obviously. So, that was at the beginning of the season, man. That feels so long ago. That was a completely different team, too. Wow. I mean, obviously, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. To me, that just feels like a different universe. But, 10 points, 8 rebounds, about 2 assists per game around those times. 33% from 3, 37% field goal percentage. So not great as far as the consistency goes, but maybe as a fifth option or whatever, he can kind of focus more so on his shot. So yeah, I guess the lineup I'm going to go with here, I guess it makes most sense to put Serge at power forward. So he goes up to an 85 overall. So rating wise, it's actually pretty good for him. And I guess we got Marcus Morris, 6'8", Batum, who is 6'8" also. Both good three-point shooters, pretty much freaking identical players, man. So I guess we'll go ahead and put Marcus Morris as small forward. I guess I'm okay with them, but Batum can stay at power forward. And yeah, the new look lineup: Patrick Beverley, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, I guess at power forward, and DeMarcus Cousins at center. Although I would not be totally mad if they still stuck out with Nicholas Batum at the 4th spot. Although he's kind of he's Nicholas Batum. We all know what he brings at this point in his NBA career. So, but even that, yeah, I guess would Boogie start? No, there's no way Boogie would start. So Zubac would start over him. So it's so sloppy, because then we're going to this double center backcourt thing or front court thing, man. I don't know about this signing here, guys. You guys let me know in the comment section below. You got, Luke Kennard on the road. No, hell no, baby. Come on, man. What are we doing? He's been killing it. And also, you got to include Rondo went to the line now because they just recently traded for him. So, yeah, definitely a lot of sloppy. But I want to actually play Luke Kennard more because he's been killing it for the team. So, Reggie Jackson, I wouldn't be too upset if he just, kind of drifted away here, guys. I'm kind of okay with it. Just don't tell anybody, man. Don't tell anybody. And, yeah, let's get you at about 21 yourself. Okay, Boogie playing about 26, I guess, is fine. Hey, I didn't make the signing, guys. I do not see him getting past his 10-day contract. Not to say he won't go on an NBA team. This just looks kind of weird. So, yeah, I guess that's the lineup we're going to roll with. I do not like it at all, but that is how it's got to be, right? Like, if we're trying to actually give him, like, his due diligence out there and, like, some minutes and stuff like that, right? So let's go to balanced for this. That's completely fine, and I guess we'll go ahead and simulate through date and see what the final record is. So obviously the NBA season, a good portion of it's over with, but I like to see how these guys do. I don't want to do like a 10-day simulation. That's really boring. I want to see how Boogie Cousins would do full on in this type of lineup. And I mean, so far so good. Ooh, I forgot to turn off injuries. It's all good, man. Leave rotation as is. It's all good. We're gonna injuries are part of basketball, right? But yes, I guess last I saw was. Okay. New injury for DeMarcus Cousins. Torn ACL. Well, you know what? I'm going to play God today, man. I am going to play God today, and I am going to fix this man up. I am going to fix you up, Boogie Cousins. Okay, first I got to give your minutes to somebody else. Come on, Boogie! You literally, I told you to sound damn out shoot threes! That's all you had to do was shoot some bitch-ass three-pointers, man. You went off and torn your ACL again? Oh, yeah, I thought it said career for a second. That's why I was really feeling bad for him, man. But, okay, so I guess we go back down here, and we got to heal the man. He made it through damn 25 games with a torn ACL. You know what? We're going to make you suffer this ACL for 1 day. You get 1 day of pain, man. And then you'll be back healthy and ready to go. 1 day of pain. Okay, now if he gets injured again, I'm just going to give up and say, okay, Boogie, like, this just it ain't, man. Okay, so we'll have the CPU adjust that rotation. And, okay, he's back in the lineup. Now he's starting. Now he wants to start again. So, yeah, we're going to switch you out again. Like I said, it's just not happening. Luke Kennard getting his minutes. Reggie Jackson. I told you to be gone, man. Okay. There we go. Okay. But they're 15-4 at the moment. So, like, I mean, according to 2K, the lineup's working out pretty good. And I'm not even sure this is confirmed yet. I saw that Shams said that it was confirmed and Woj said it was a rumor. So, I mean, both guys are reliable sources, obviously, so I'm not really sure, man. But, yeah, Boogie Cousins, 10-day contract. There's nothing to lose by doing it. Personally speaking, if I was the Clippers, I would just sign him to a full-year contract if they have the money to do so, which they do. It'll be like a minimum deal. Just, for like that small chance that if he's even like somewhat decent, you don't want him to go to a team like the Warriors or, God forbid, the Lakers or Nets. Like, you don't want that, or the Bucks. Actually, I feel like the Bucks would be kind of a decent fit, man. You don't really want that to happen. So, yeah, I think it would probably be best just to, like, sign him. And even if you don't play him now, that's a little disrespect to him. But at the same time, I don't think Boogie is going to complain about, either just, like, sitting on his couch not getting paid or sitting on the Clippers bench getting that $2 or $3 million vet minimum, whatever it really is these days, right? And let me just go on the record and say real quick here, man, I feel so bad for Boogie. Like, think about this, man. Like he literally had, like, a 2-year, like, $50 million contract that he could have signed in the moment for the Pelicans, and he declined it, thinking he could have got something better, and then he got injured, and literally, like, it's been, like, back to, like, 2018. It's just been disastrous for this man's career. Like, the last season he played before injury, guys, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists per game. I feel like some people forget just how great DeMarcus Cousins was at one time. We got one more game here against the Portland Trail Blazers. 60-21 simulate through date and finish the W on the season. So maybe you got, like, comeback player of the year. Edward Lloyd, executive of the year. Good job, man. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, All-NBA third. So, yeah, we're not really going to see any of, we're not going to see Boogie Cousins on there. But we finished first seed in the Western Conference, if that's any decent indication. And, bro, did he die again? Bro, you got to stop getting hurt, man. You got to stop getting hurt, which I know is easier said than done. Like, it's literally your body and stuff. But, okay, let's go to these player stats on the season. I want to see how he actually played for us. So, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists per game, 43% field goal percentage, and 37% for 3. If he can do that consistently, That's pretty solid. I want to see like how many games he played, because now I'm kind of curious just about that number. So games, he played 81 games. Okay, so we, solved his injury issues before. Started 36 games. I do not think he will start, but if he can do numbers like that, that's pretty good. And I think really the biggest use for him is maybe as a scorer off the bench, because the Clippers have scoring off the bench and stuff like that, but you could always use a little bit more, and just like that veteran inside piece that Boogie can be. He's a guy you don't want to leave open, historically at least, man. But yeah, so let's simulate these playoffs real quick here. Simulate round against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who apparently are in the playoffs, scoring to 2K. Great job, 2K. And we got Luke Kennard dropping 16. Very nice. Boogie at 5-4. Okay, you love to see it. Denver up next. Simulate round right here. And hey, we got them 4-2. I mean, 20-7. Hey, hit himself a kind of back in time machine type of game. Very good stuff. Simulate round here. Beat the Lakers. Hey, for being the Lakers, you did something well. 22 for DeMarcus Cousins out there, who was actually once on the Lakers but did not play a single game. He was just kind of chilling, being kept away from other teams, which, like I said, it would not be a bad idea to do. Philadelphia 76ers, which, just having DeMarcus in his 6 fouls, go out there and, nail Joel Embiid in the face a few times, could be nice. Well, it did not work out in this case. We got swept 4-0, with the process actually getting the finals MVP here. So, Boogie 13-5-3 in that game right there. I do want to check out the playoff stats real quick. And, 12 points, 6 rebounds per game in the playoffs. If he can up that efficiency, if he can put up an efficient 12 points, not a jacking up, 15 shots a game, 12 points, that's not going to be used for the team. But if he can go out there and score 12 off like 10 shots a game or something like that, that's pretty good efficiency, man. So, maybe knock down a 3 or 2. That'd be like a 3, like 2 3-pointers, not a 3 or a 2-pointer. But yeah, that's all we got for this video, guys. Just want to talk about this. I didn't think it was a huge needle mover. I actually wasn't even gonna do a video about this, but I was so intrigued by like how does he even fit into this lineup. And I guess I didn't really look at Serge. Like Serge's numbers on the season were actually consistently good, going back to his great days on the Toronto Raptors. So I mean, he did fine at the power forward spot. I don't know if I love that in real life, but you got to work with what you got out there, right? So, and I don't think Serge at the 4 is going to be worse than, Nicholas Batum out there, right, man? So that's all we got for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Give me your thoughts about this in the comment section below, and peace out, my friends.